Hi friends! So today I want to follow up on the previous video that I made on plank pose and move forward into Chaturanga eventually. So before we move into Chaturanga, I think it's really important that we give a modification, because although Chaturanga is often called out in pretty much every single yoga class that I've ever been to, except for the really restorative ones, what ends up happening is that we end up building really bad, awful habits. And those habits are super hard to break because Chaturanga gets called in almost every single class. And it's a really intense practice for the shoulders. So most of us just continue to do the same awful behaviors over and over again. So I really want to help you guys feel that you're slowly building up the strength to be able to move into a Chaturanga safely. And with that, we're going to do a modification of knees, chest, chin. Although knees, chest, chin can be really great for the beginner, it can sometimes be a little bit also intense for the shoulders. So the modification for knees, chest, chin that I want you guys to do is going to be a little bit more safe for the shoulders, but also maybe a little bit harder because you're going to actually start using more of the muscles that'll get you into Chaturanga. So before we get started, just to recap on the previous video, plank pose, anytime your palms are down onto the mat, ideally you want them to be stacked, your wrists stacked right under the shoulders. Also, instead of closing your fingers together, spread them nice and wide and see what feels comfortable for you. Not too far wide with the thumb. Try to evenly distribute the weight on the palms. The other major thing is the flow of energy within your body. So it's not just how we look physically, it's also really important to think about where we can redistribute the energy within our body. So the things that you can't see are actually really important, especially in this asana, in this posture. So start to play around with the awareness at your lower belly, at your roots, at your pelvic floor, and start to engage that energy moving not into rock hard abs, but into slight energy floating upwards towards the heart. Those are Mula and Uddiyana Bandha that you'll eventually hear more about in more advanced yoga classes. More to come on those, don't worry about it, I'll get to it. But for this video, just understanding that you really want to start to feel an upward energy. So play around with that. Don't just feel like you're constricting into a six-pack, but that instead you're trying to feel your roots moving up. So that will also protect the low back so that you're not letting your tailbone stick up when you go into this variation of knees, chest, chin. And you're allowing yourself to remain with a flat back. So that's really the difference between this variation and the typical knees, chest, chin. Instead of tailbone moving up towards the sky, like you would see in a typical knees, chest, chin, something like this, I want instead for you guys to start to feel that root energy lock, and then start to feel the elbows moving straight back like you're doing a mini push-up, but your elbows are going straight back. Instead of dropping all the way to the belly, that would be your Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. So recap, important to think about your energetic alignments. Feel the roots starting to move energy up. And then from there, remember your shoulders will be stacked directly over the wrist, like this. And then you're also going to make sure that you're feeling your fingers spread out nice and wide, trying to keep a really straight line from your knees to your shoulders. And then from there, trying to keep a 90-degree angle from your shoulders to your elbows to your wrists. So you're going to lean forward instead of going all the way down, and open the chest, send the shoulder blades back, and then eventually you'll be able to go into your upward dog. So then making sure that instead of collapsing onto the belly, that most students like to do because Chaturanga is a really challenging posture, see how far you can go before you fall to your belly. So try avoiding falling onto the belly and try to stay strong through the shoulders and chest. We're working on building the strength in the shoulders. So be patient with yourself. Chaturanga Dandasana is something that took me maybe 2 years to truly find I was confident in the alignment. So don't be hard on yourself. It takes years. It's a really advanced asana. So for now, keep practicing your knees, chest, chin. I promise you, if you do this variation, you'll get into your Chaturanga much quicker because you're actually utilizing the same muscles that you would be using in Chaturanga. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll leave the notes in the video for alignment in the video notes. And if you have any questions, like I said, reach out to me and let me know how it goes for you. Thank you guys. Namaste.